This is the last episode of the Nibble vlog focused on the ladder of commitment and resistance, and we are left with the Wind Watchers. So I'm not talking about the bunch of folks throughout the organization that are going to finally come on board just because the critical mass of people have been going up the ladder. No. I'm talking here about the true political animals. The kind of folks in the organization that will have no problem planting the proverbial knife in your back if they can score political points as a result of it. The Wind Watchers, they don't care about the technical dimension. The only thing they are concerned about is the people dynamics among the powerful people. And right now it's too early to tell. They don't know if the powerful people are going to go up the ladder, in that case they will support you, or if they are going to go down the ladder, in that case they will plant a knife in your back. So right now they are in a wait and see mode. And they are going to watch where the political wind are going to blow. Hence the name, the Wind Watchers. So the first challenge with the Wind Watchers is that, excuse my French, but they are master bullshitter. So if you are new to the organization or if you are new to this part of the organization, it's going to be very hard initially to identify the political animals. I'm thinking about one in particular that I was new to the company, and pretty early on he came and he made me believe that he was actively campaigning for the change that we were working on. I discovered later on that he had actually been bullshitting me all along. And I've been warned by other people that be careful with him. He will have no problem throwing you under the bus. So if you are new to the organization and you don't know the political player, you can do a couple of things. Ask around. And also listen to your guts. Because these people can be dangerous. And I found that when I was dealing with these kind of people without knowing they were political players yet, often I had a little nagging thing happening in my guts. This was my alarm raising a red flag telling me be careful with this person. So this is when I was asking around and confirming and observing and all these kind of things. But the biggest trap with the Wind Watchers is to lose sleep over them. And again, it's a natural thing to do. They can be dangerous. They can throw you under the bus. Therefore, I know I've lost a lot of hours of sleep worrying about the Wind Watchers. Big mistake. As a result of this worrisome night, I was reaching out to them. Bigger mistake. Because there is nothing I can tell them that is going to change their mind. The only thing I can do is to walk the ladder. And through the influence game, manage to get powerful people up the ladder. And then overnight, the Wind Watchers are going to jump at the very top of the ladder and make sure the powerful people that are there now understand clearly that the Wind Watchers were at the top of the ladder from day one. Because this way, they can score maximum political points. That's the way they do their political game, which is fine. Once they are there, by the way, they can be very useful because they have a very fine-tuned political nose. So once they've decided to support you because it makes sense for them politically to do so, they can be very helpful because they can help you understand how to bring other people on board because they understand the political dynamics very well and they know how to play the political game. And working the ladder, as we said in the original episode of this series, is a political game. So, the moral of this episode today, forget about the Wind Watchers. Please do not lose sleep over them. Don't try to convince them. Instead, get powerful people up the ladder and then magic will happen. Next episode, we move away from the ladder.